Now we're going through black metal.
Get into the darkness, Forge Mates.
We're gonna kick it off with Grima, Frostbitten. Released July 29th. This is a metal record that came out at an unfortunate time. Why in the summer? Given the wonderfully bleak and cold album artwork and album title, why would this come out in July? Part of the reason why it took me so long to get to this record was because of this. I knew that Grima, though, was going to deliver a killer slab of modern atmospheric black metal. And I wanted to be in the mood for it, so I waited. This record, I am very happy to say, is woefully bleak, cold to the darkest hearts, and solemn in the best ways. What I love about Grima is their ability to write atmospheric black metal that is focused, instead of relying on ridiculously long, repeating song structures for no reason. Sure, there's repetition here, but the band knows how to add small changes and subtleties that guide the listener through the epic frost-caked kingdom of solemn despair. The songs themselves are longer on Frostbitten than their previous efforts, but man, these songs are ambitious with some killer layered production and downright spellbinding moments throughout its 49-minute runtime. Easily one of the best black metal records in the modern landscape, and that's why Frostbitten belongs on this 2022 best of list.
Yeah, man, I really like this album. It was unfortunate that it came out in the middle of the summer, but I think it definitely deserves a spot here.
For sure.
A fairly overlooked release from way back in the beginning of this year. These French post-black metalers have been doing some groundbreaking shit in the subgenre for a long time now. Despite how good their records tend to be, the band kind of continues to stay on the down low for the most part. They talk about real fucking issues too, man. Domestic violence, despair, grief, trust, betrayal, etc. When you wrap a sludgy, blackened blanket, I own one of those at home, by the way, around these topics, you can be in for a deep ride of nihilism and self-loathing. I really love how heavy this record can be, revealing moments of weight and burden. The syncopated, dissonant intro riffing on the second track is like absolutely stunning. And there are moments like that all over this album. The production on this record slays. There's an analog kind of that accompanies the master mix. It really helps to tie the overall atmosphere together. Celeste definitely did a really nice job with Assassin.
Every time I hear the word Celeste, it just reminds me of the pizzas.
Yes. 4.4 out of 5 pizzas.
Celeste pizzas. There are a few black metal bands that genuinely get me stoked these days, and Kvaen are one of them. Their debut, The Funeral Pyre, took the metal world by storm. They had the entire metal scene eagerly banging their heads for more fire, fire, fucking fire. The Great Below is honestly beyond all expectations. Sure, this is vicious melodic black metal full of tremolo riffs. But something about this new record sounds more authentic than ever before. Jacob gets one thing right, and that is the compositions and the freaking pacing, dude. Every riff and song is just carefully constructed and fun to listen to. Fun in black metal? Weird. That's fucking, yeah, you should have fun when you're listening to music. Whatever The Funeral Pyre did for you, The Great Below comes in even better, with a whole slew of guest musicians to round out the tight 39-minute runtime. If you somehow missed this one, circle back, because it is easily one of the best black metal records of 2022.
I love this album, dude. Definitely liked it more than the first one, which is hard to beat because I really enjoyed that one too. So great stuff on here. I'm thrilled to finally be talking about this record. Unfortunately, when it came out, we just didn't have anywhere to put it in our lists. This was suggested by a couple of you, and we greatly appreciate you putting it in front of us. I can't help but to put this album head to head with Imperial Triumphant's Spirit of Ecstasy from this year, where Imperial Triumphant is singing about the megalopolis that is the New York metro area. Ashenspire brings a unique view from across the pond, likely inspired by the London metro area or highly industrialized zones like Birmingham. The social commentary of urban decay, postmodernism, and anti-capitalism are all in play here. The musical arrangements are magnificent, and there is a diversity of brass, woodwind, and other instruments on here. So what helps Ashenspire stand apart from their contemporaries? Most notably, the vocal delivery from singer Alisdair Dunn. Holy fuck, dude. His delivery is unlike anything you've heard in the avant-garde black metal genre this year, maybe like ever. He delivers these lyrics more akin to poems, his voice cracking and breaking as he pushes the lines out of his guts with passion and ferocity. There's something really special in this record. It sounds like the troupe of chimney sweepers from Mary Poppins like created an artistic black metal band with the intention of talking about how much they hate their fucking lives and how much the Industrial Revolution sucks. Sorry, not sorry. Imperial Triumphant, Ashenspire delivered the superior avant-garde black metal album of this year.
Both records are great, but yeah, I'd say this one inches ahead. Gaerea, Mirage, released September 23rd. If you told me that you were going to create the next biggest thing in black metal, I'd most likely laugh in your fucking face with huge doubt. But there are so many bands doing the style these days, it's hard to stand out. When Gaerea hit the scene though, something was different. The mysticism, the visuals, the songwriting were familiar, but packed so densely with mastery that you just couldn't ignore it anymore. I'm really glad to see that Gaerea didn't just sidestep from their sounds on Limbo and instead leaned harder into their flavor of black metal. I love when bands have the ability to pummel you with viciousness, but also just make you feel. Emotional characteristics are how you get me in particular hooked, and I feel like Gaerea are masters of this craft in a lot of ways. There's a weighty sense of solitude throughout the record, a feeling intense with moments of massive desolation. Unlike other melodic black metal bands in this genre, Gaerea have unbelievable precision too. Massive gorgeous melodies and fascinating dynamics throughout their songs. This album couldn't have come out during a more perfect time during the fall, and I'll continue to spin it this winter. It's that good.
Yeah, man, I love this album. I really love like the post elements and influences. They really help to kind of soften things, and then they bring you back into that. It's great. Have you been waiting for me to talk up some Panzerfaust since I dropped their names in one of our lists? Yeah, most underrated albums list. Well, here we are. Welcome in. If you came from that video, appreciate you. Outside of the records on this list, I think black metal was kind of underwhelming this year. Panzerfaust delivered something highly unique and incredibly intriguing among the thralls of generic metal. I love how this record is paced, bro. There are 9 tracks, a total runtime of about 48 minutes. Perfect. What really makes this album work though are the interludes between each song. They really act as a cool transition point that carries you on throughout the album. It's very well done, helps the record maintain those strong dynamics that you want to hear. The production on this record is fucking awesome. It's cold, raw. The album artwork is really a perfect match for the sonic makeup of what this record holds. There was a chatter when this one dropped that it's an album of the year contender, and for anyone that guessed, take a bow. This latest addition to the Sons of Perdition is one of my favorites and one of the best of the year.
Totally deserving of the top list, man. Such a great record. White Ward, False Light, released June 17th. Ukrainian-based post-black metalers White Ward have released their 3rd full-length during the Russian-Ukraine war, no less. This record is an emotional and vicious work of art. Post-black metal is a genre that is, in my opinion, heavily saturated, and let's face it, only the great bands rise to the top. Influences primarily by bands like Agalloch, Wolves in the Throne Room, Panopticon, etc. Musicians in the genre pull from a wide variety of heavy and atmospheric influences to create beautiful moments that are contrasted by the vicious moments of darkness. White Ward delivers, though, an incredibly genuine and heartfelt release in False Light that has constantly hit my rotation since its release. Many atmospheric black metal bands fall into the competition traps of writing songs that are just too similar, but White Ward innovates with ease around these common issues. With everything this band has gone through, unfortunately, to create an art piece as genuine and as gorgeous as False Light is an accomplishment to the highest degree, which makes it absolutely deserving of a top spot in this list.
This is a great record, man. Very unique. It stands on its own in the post-black metal category for sure. One of the things I've really enjoyed about doing what we're doing and staying active in the music scene has been seeing some of the bands from our childhood releasing material as they get into their 50s and 60s. It's fucking inspiring, to be quite honest with you. That quality definitely varies as far as some of these bands, but you're not here for the crap, are you? You're here for the good stuff. This is a good list. You might notice that one of our favorite genres to pull inspiration from is the goth subgenre. Everything from sorrowful and melancholic bands like Joy Division to gritty, raw, and demonical like Tiamat. The 7 from Agathodaimon includes goth fusion on overdrive, bro, and that is one of the reasons I absolutely love this album. The 7 does not sound tired. It is fresh. The pacing is beautiful. There are romantic parts that are contrasted with blistering, ice-cold riffs. I love most about this record, they are bolstered by the harrowing, clean vocals, very refreshing aspect on this album. This one has stood out to me since it came out. Hopefully you haven't been sleeping on it. If you have, check this one out.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a cool thing. This is a band I used to listen to when I played Diablo back in the day, so yeah. It's cool to see him back in the fold. And my top black metal record is Psy, Shiki, released August 16. I honestly had a very hard time picking my favorite black metal record of the year, but I just went purely based on listen count, yes, since August. The decision without a doubt goes to Psy's latest epic release, Shiki. Psy is most well known as the progressive, avant-garde black metal outfit hailing from Japan. The tales the band are capable of telling bring you into the stunning and intriguing beauty that's included in Japanese culture and myth, spinning tales of tranquility and madness at every brilliant moment of the runtime. All of the decisions about the album flow, changes in dynamics, and the details in the instrumentation, Psy know how to tell these tales with their music better than so many other bands in the extreme metal genre. This album at its core had me transfixed with its breathtaking compositions. Shiki isn't just one of the best metal records of 2022, it's one of Psy's best records, period, if not their best album. Do not miss this album if you're looking for an inward journey in black metal. You will not be disappointed.
Dude, this whole list is stacked, but I think Psy rises to the top. Like when I see all these bands, this album it's unbelievable.
I have goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
That good.
When people ask why we do what we do, this is one of the bands that really immediately comes to mind. We do what we do because bands like Nachachwin deserve to be in front of the masses because we believe in their music with our entire being. This band has been on our radar for about a decade now, and when we first discovered them, they were mainly doing like acoustic neo-folk stuff with some metal riffs sprinkled in. The metal was really good sounding, so we patiently waited for Nachachwin to deliver a metal-focused album, and they did that in 2015 with Heart of Akamon, an absolutely perfect record. Kanawa Black is the latest addition to their discography, and this is also a fantastic album that displays the professional level of songwriting, production, and musicianship that we've come to expect from this two-man group. Overall, we love this record. We had a chance to sit down with Nachachwin himself to pick his brain and talk about the making of this album. Put aside 20 or 30 minutes and go check that video out. He's a great guy with a lot of amazing insight into this music. If you like Black Braid and you did not check out Nachachwin, yeah, definitely fix that. This is a great album from this year. One of their best.
What were your favorite black metal albums of 2022? Drop them down in the comments below.
Go with the gods, Forge Mates. Don't follow the false light.
See you next time.